Welcome back. And literally just 2 minutes ago, Jonathan survived his second nuclear strike. You can see the theatre defence going off. Luckily, he's got 2 on each of those cities. What made you think he'd go for... Oh, I guess it's your capital.
Yeah, just intuition, purely. If a player wants to hit you and hit you hard, they're going to go for your capital. And I expected Norway to go for one of those 2 cities, as I've already said. But all of these other cities are pretty much undefended, but they've been left untouched. So,
but who sent the nuke toward you, Jonathan? Because it wasn't Norway.
Well, it was New Zealand. It was a little bit unexpected, but I was still prepared for it. Just because of Norway, pretty much. But what happened is New Zealand's taken too much land, and he's getting too close to winning. So we've decided to take some affirmative action, and that started by me sending my troops to retake the southern peninsula of Africa. And it took him about 2 minutes after I sent my troop in there to let off a nuke. So clearly he was raring to go.
Yeah, it was seeing this coming, and we need to get fighting. It would have been ideal if we could have waited for Brazil to send all his troops into Norway, because they were massing Brazil and Argentina on the border. But let's go for it. Let's take these victory sites. I'm going to send my big stack. I've got some frigates there to cover the coast, and I've got... This is the last ingredient. In 32 minutes, I'll have a National Guard, which is a key component for my big fish I'm going to send out and take land. Shall I go straight for the victory site or take the Munich complex along the way?
Oh, it's up to you. Like, probably won't be too much longer to go through the Munich complex. There's a lot of mountains there, isn't there?
A lot of mountains.
Are you going to war with Argentina and Brazil then?
Yeah, shall we?
I don't see why not. I was trying to spin it to Argentina that New Zealand was looking to leave the coalition, but I don't really think he's buying it.
Yeah, they're probably going to cling on to their only hope of winning it, which is with New Zealand now. If New Zealand leaves them, they've got no chance. If they stay in the coalition, they've got a chance of winning. So either way, they're going to stick by their man, I think. I'm going to put agents on all of the airports possible, just to debilitate movement of troops and trap what they've got already up in the north. I really think that we shouldn't bother with any morale hits or anything like that. We should literally just go for infrastructure and hope we take out as much as possible. What do you think?
Yeah. I've made a start on airports. I've done the Russian city, northwest coast.
Nice. And they may have counter-ops on an airport, so I recommend putting 3 sabotage on each airport. Start with the closest or the one that you think will cause most damage. So for me, John, Tim, you're obviously going to go for New Zealand's airports. I'm definitely going to go for the Ascension Island airport, and there's 2 airports on near Brazil's home city coast. And that will cut him off from, if we can get them, from him being able to send any over the pond for a while from his home cities. That will give us a pause in him sending reinforcements. But there are more airports in Africa. So there's one near where Nigeria was. Argentina's got one. Somewhere, they've got one in France, and they've got one in Spain, in France, and then they've got some on some cities as well. But maybe if we just go from their home cities inwards to stop their reinforcements coming in, and then, as you know, Tim, New Zealand, I last saw they've got about 3 near the victory site on that front. And there you go, you're splitting off your troops, and you're going to spam some of that land in India, which is great.
Yeah.
And then if we have a look at the victory site, we've been flying in reinforcements, and I've got more on the way, but you've got a nice stack of 4 rockets and a railgun, elite railgun. I've got a couple of SAMs. They're not very leveled up, I'm afraid. They've just got 2 defense against nuclear missiles, so...
I mean, hopefully he doesn't just nuke it. I've got the level 3 combat outpost on there as well, just to sort of help a little bit.
Can you send would you send a theatre defence along to help?
I tried earlier. It's like 2 days, 18 hours to get there, so it's just
it's so slow. Yeah. It's been such a hindrance up north as well. But I think the stack which I was going to take to Norway, I'm going to turn around and perhaps have a go at some of these targets in Poland's former land. There's a lot of them, if you can see there.
Yeah, Tim's sending a shot to nothing to the victory site in Norway. That's a troop. We've got a few secret plans as well that we've hatched. So one of them you know about. I've sent a frigate around. I'm glad I did it when I did it, actually. But we'll see if it's going to be any good. It's going to be on its own. It's just 1 day, 57 min. So another day, tomorrow's episode, we'll see if that can get anywhere. Because if they re-establish their reinforcement route by air, I may be able to take out some transports, or they may have ships that take me out. I haven't seen any yet, so that's cool. So he's survived for now. He's our forlorn hope, basically. The troop you send ahead of anyone else, just to, well, if you're attacking a castle, you'd send a little troop of soldiers to attack that castle on their own ahead of the main battle group, and they would almost certainly die. So we're doing that with the frigate. Our thoughts are with you and the crew, and a few brave soldiers are going to fight the war, the good fight for us. I'll go for Brazil's victory site, and we've got a good thing going on in the Suez Canal, Tim.
Yeah.
I've got 2 rockets, an anti-air, a couple of SAMs, a theatre defence, which now we know is very important, and an armoured fighting vehicle. I'm flying in another rocket launcher there, so we'll have 3 rockets, and then you've got 2 rockets and a theatre defence. And then I'm just thinking, yeah, you've got 3 rockets on Muscat, the entrance to your bit of land. And then I'm sending a couple of troops up here for their bubble city near Russia. The how do you say that? Yekaterinburg complex. Just as a shot to nothing to see if it's going to take a while. It's like a combat recon and a troop from somewhere near where we've taken Norway's territory. And we have a look at your big stack, Jonathan, just giving people an update of what's there. You're moving it. It's got 5 rockets. It's insane. You've got an anti-air, which will be good against the choppers. You've got 2 SAMs, a theatre defence, and a tank commando, which is good. Commando.
Yeah. So he buffs the multiple rocket launchers, and I've got some spare units hanging back too, mostly anti-air after the fights with Norway. So I just need to protect these rockets at all costs. And we are looking to take some more victory sites. So up in Italy, I'm preparing a couple of rockets, a couple of SAMs. I've got my radar there, and it looks all clear for us to take. So when the time comes, could you move your frigates? I guess you could track your troops with them, but just move them along to through the Venice, where Venice used to be.
Yeah, will do. I'll just send them directly. Yeah, in about 25 minutes, they're going to start marching on the victory site, and you'll obviously get there first. So that's fine. So I'll just be coming along to help you hold it, which will be a nice idea. And when you do take it, build a combat outpost straight away. I'll certainly bring my frigates along, and I should be able to cover the victory site with my frigates. I can. Yeah, I can. So that'll be additional support. So you'll have a big stack from me, a short stack as well, and some frigates. Not a full stack of frigates, but they've got a naval officer. Going to have to move fast, aren't we, and in all directions. So we're going to be working away tonight and tomorrow, and we're just going to see where this goes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be no rest. And also defending the victory sites is going to be important. We've kind of taken the initiative to attack first, so I'm sure they've got some troops prepared, but they may not have a battle plan prepared against us. But even if they do, then we just need to hunker down around some of these victory sites.
The one victory site that is most exposed is, and you're doing it already, yeah. The one in South Africa, you're building an airfield. Do you want to build a backup airfield as well?
There's a couple of backup airfields. There's one on Lusaka, one near the Johannesburg complex. I can't really remember where. Actually, I think it's just those two. But I've got a couple of launchers on the Juba complex. These radars are going to see stuff come in. And I'm building a tank there, and I'm actually flying over a stack of strikes and a couple of airborne, including an airborne officer. And Tim, I believe you're sending down some boats to go and help me take Brazil. Is that right?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you didn't. Where are you sending your boats then?
Oh, that was on the other game actually.
Oh, on the other game.
Yeah. Right.
Wait,
Yeah.
Okay, I can see you've got some troops cracking into. Is it Nigeria and then Niger? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you're getting onto it. So we'll be at war with Brazil very soon. Okay, cool. So talk us through different areas of the map where you see the importance, Tim.
So I'm just basically massing all my troops on this border in sort of India, Ouija, around there, and I'm just going to send them in all directions, just taking all these cities that are really close to my border, just try and knock his victory points down a bit.
Yeah.
This is kind of just assuming that he is going to go for the solo win tomorrow night.
We think he might because he's going to have enough, and he doesn't need the others. He'll get more. Would he get more gold if he goes solo?
He'll just get the same gold, but
okay,
it's just the win. The solo win looks slightly more impressive, I suppose, than a coalition win, even though he did it as a coalition. And
because he joined them late on, didn't he? If you go for the bubble cities, they're more victory points as well. They're like 6 times
50, isn't it?
60 now.
Try and get to a
60
complex.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's that victory site beyond as well, which you never know. I'm sure he's got well defended. We've known actually for some time that New Zealand's quite a prolific gold player, but we could only really take one on at a time. And the first we heard of it was when quite a while ago when Norway sent us a warning that he was trying to play us off other people, saying that New Zealand had much higher level troops than Norway. So
I wouldn't really trust Norway's word though. Would you?
No, I wouldn't trust any of them. But yeah, we had an inkling.
We've seen the nuke now. So.
Yeah, he sent a nuke at Jonathan.
A max level nuke.
Yeah.
I'd like to add.
Whoa.
Yep. Level 4.
Let's have a look then. So, is that realistic to hit at this point in the game? It could be.
It is. He'd have had to sacrifice other things to get that if he hasn't spent gold.
Yeah, and I was messaging him, and he did say he hasn't got a lot of other stuff. I think we can kind of assume he's got a strong navy and strong missiles, and maybe he's weak on the ground.
Yeah, maybe he is.
Yeah, well, that will help us a lot. And maybe because it took him a long old time to take all these cities near Japan. He was kind of taking 2 or 3, 4 at a time. It took a while, so maybe we're going to have a chance on land. That's our hope. I'm going to spam out a few National Guard. Just keep building them, keep sending them in different directions. I've sent one over here, so we can take some of this land up here, see how long he survives, and one of them's going into this stack, so I can land grab on the way to the victory site. Oh, I guess for starters, I can take out this airfield near the victory site with my frigates quite easily. What's their attack against land? Not bad. And the commander 1 and 1.5 of the frigates. So I can take out that airfield overnight. So don't target the airfield near Argentina's victory site in Europe. I'll take that out manually. Just worried about their boats now, so they're going to send their boats through, I'd imagine. They'll hit your stack of destroyers and elite unit, Jonathan. I've got 2 destroyers behind that. Is there anything, Tim, you can do about all this land New Zealand has on the Black Sea, where he could build a pontoon and launch a load of stuff into our home cities overnight.
I've kept an eye on it. Like, I haven't seen anything nearby. I don't think he's got troops. But you've blocked the waterway anyway, so he can't.
I think he's quite thinly stretched because he's fighting on lots of different battles, and he has for a while. So he's fighting in Madagascar, and he's getting repelled back. So that was just some naval troops he sent in. He's pushing into Norway. He's recently taken Japan.
Yeah, and Manchuria area.
Right.
He's got loads of burning cities around there.
So I mean, that's 3 different fronts already.
Yeah.
So we're not going to get all of his forces at once. That's a certainty. And if he wants to fully commit to attacking us, he's going to have to leave Norway alone. And Norway's been viciously fighting off anybody who's taken his cities. And I know he's got a lot of his troops up at the north as well now because I made Lilea go rogue just through corruption. And he took
nice. Oh, great. I hadn't realised. Oh, and it looks like a load of others went rogue as well, so maybe the others were attacking him. Because they're burning, which indicates he's had to retake them.
Oh no, those are just other ones I've corrupted. They haven't. They're likely to go rogue tonight.
Yeah, but they're burning.
Well, they're burning because they're less than 25% health.
Oh, is that what happens? Okay.
I believe so. It's just a kind of a clear indication that something's going to go down.
One's at 33.
Not all of them went rogue.
Yeah. Okay. Well, New Zealand's going for that victory site, aren't they? Maybe. Don't know what they're going to have. I'm just getting my production up to a point where I'm probably about where you were, Jonathan, about 2 weeks ago. But it's it's a good place to be. I'm pumping out a rocket from each city and anti-air, so another unit there and a boat a day, and also spamming out a National Guard a day as well. And that's it. That's the sum of my production. So I kind of finally got there. I've built a big stack that I'm going to help hold that victory site with, and I've built a short stack and been able to send it to the Suez Canal. Hopefully we'll hold that, and I've been able to send a few little helping hands elsewhere as well, like some SAMs to Tim, and fight this northern war against Norway. So it's remarkable how you can come back if you have patience and you just sit and you just build and stay quiet and keep the hope alive.
Absolutely, because things were looking very, very bleak before, but we've got a very good chance of getting somewhere now.
Very nice. So we've seen what Tim's doing. What are your thoughts on this big stack then?
My big stack.
No, Tim's big stack near the victory site.
Eastern Front. Oh God, there's just so much going on. Yeah, I've not seen the elite railgun properly work in action yet. So if I can, then that I'd be very interested in seeing that. Lots of troops. I think just fan them out and take as many cities as you can at once. He's gathered at Almaty, but he's not going to be able to defend 10 different cities. If we can take out his airports, then he won't be able to pick them all off one by one. Has he got many airports around here?
He's got an airport at Almora, which is a rare materials city. You might be able to take that out manually and save your agents for ones that are further away. And he's got one in Indore, so you could take that one out manually.
Are there any key targets which you can't hit right now with your troops?
There are. You just need to look at the cities one by one. There was one that I saw
down South India, Chennai.
That one's got 2 hit points
near Sri Lanka.
Right. Okay, that could be quite a difficult one, couldn't it?
Here we go. So Nanning, which is a rare materials city. Oh no, that's China. okay, we're just going to have to look through every single city and see which one's got an airport that you can't reach within a few hours manually, because that way we can make our agents work well for us. So maybe I could take out this one near the Munich complex. Maybe we'll see. Okay, well, loads of stuff's going to be going down tonight, I'd imagine, and it's going to be a hell of an episode tomorrow. Hell of an episode. What are you researching and building at the moment? I've realised, Tim, your railgun is insane. It's got like 4 missile defense, 5.5 chopper defense. It's just crazy. The stats are amazing. They're on my screen. You can have a look. 5.5 against troops, 10 against tanks, 6.5 against planes, and 10 against boats. It's really good, and it gives me heart actually that we've got possibly enough missile defense. But I'll upgrade my mobile SAMs if I can.
Yeah.
But
at level 3, they have 9 missile defense. I've just seen. The railguns.
So it's something at least. It would certainly. It would certainly defend against like a cruise missile or something conventional, which we know he's got and has used, because we had a warning about that earlier in the game, which I do believe. But yeah, I kind of need to upgrade air defense really. So at the moment I'm about to go max level on frigates, which will be very nice, and I'm about to get to 2 hours away from researching elite subs. So hopefully I can squeeze one of those out. And yeah, my air defense is poor, so mobile anti-air I definitely want to upgrade just in case we hit any helicopters, which I'm sure we will. We don't want to be sitting ducks, because that would be a dreadful situation. And then mobile SAM, the next level gives me another 1 missile defense, so yeah, I'll try and do 1 each of those. But yeah, maybe the mobile SAM's the priority. It's going to take time, so we're kind of locked in with what we've got.
Oh, it looks like Brazil might be invading in Poland.
Yeah, I think they're coming for us. Like, are they heading toward your big stack?
Yeah, they certainly are.
Yeah, and you've got him locked in. Yeah, that's where they're coming in. That's why I've moved my my National Guard away. That one's retreating, so I'll just move him away properly. There we go.
I think a good place for me to try and hold is Warsaw, and then naturally I'll fall back to the Lviv complex if necessary.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm wondering if you could advance on the Rowclaw airbase.
I mean, we'll see. Like, I've got a lot of troops to kill in in the meantime.
Yeah, is it? Oh, shall I build a bunker on Warsaw? Just in case it does anything?
I think if they're starting to get too close to me there, then I'll just have to turn tail and run. Oh, to be fair, I might sit in there just in the mountains west of Lublin. Oh, that would give me such a big damage bonus. Yeah,
shall I build a combat base in the mountains, or are you going to build a combat base in the mountains where you can go back to?
Definitely build a combat base there. Would I get the effects from it? And it doesn't give an attacking bonus though, does it?
No, but you get a defense bonus. It can go quite high, can't it? Didn't Tim have like a 45% defense bonus?
It's deceptive. Even though I've got my tank commander in this stack, I'm not looking to get into any close quarters battles because it's just there to buff the launchers.
Yeah.
So I will just we'll hold the Lviv complex if necessary. Oh, and the airbase needs repairing on there. If you could do that, that'd be great.
Ooh, who's hit that?
It was Rogue State.
Oh no. Oh well, you've retaken Lviv, so you'll need to repair that.
Oh yeah, good point. Right, there we go.
Nice one.
And if your National Guard have got nothing better to do, and you can take these 2 Rogue State cities, then that'd be great. But then that might make them vulnerable to Norway's choppers if they feel like having a go. So.
Oh well, my National Guard are so rubbish. They kind of get a kicking from Rogue State now. I don't know if Rogue State's upgraded or not, but no, they're no good. I may as well just send them to spam New Zealand, or just spam them through to take land. Maybe once you've fought off a few of their units. Okay. Well, I've got another frigate being built. How long? 13 hours. Everything takes so long when you need it so soon.
Yeah. The point is, if we can distract them up here, then hopefully we can take the victory site from them, like beneath their noses. That's the plan, anyway.
What do you reckon? What, Norway's or the Argentinas?
Yeah, Argentina's one.
Oh, it'd be easy to take Argentina's victory site, I'm sure. Because we've got the boat support and a big stack and a little stack. Hopefully that'll be enough. Shall I tell you what I've got in my big stack?
Yeah.
2 armoured fighting vehicles, 2 theatre defence, 2 SAMs, 1 anti-air, 3 rockets max level.
Ooh.
It's a funny one. It's got an enormous amount of anti-air, but a bit short on the rockets. But that's all the rockets I have. So as I've been flying rockets in, I've been pushing something out into the short stack following, or it will be leading. So ideally I'd have had more rockets, but I'll fly the rockets out as they come in. I'll have 1 in 17 hours and 1 in 6 hours. Ideally I'd have 4.
I'm gonna need a radar in Muscat. Actually, I've just noticed I've got no vision, so my launchers won't be able to target anything. I've had a message from New Zealand saying "see you in a few hours," so I'm gonna take that as he's on his way from Madagascar or something with his ships.
Where's Muscat?
You'll be sending his boats.
Oman. But it's fine. I've got a few layers of defense there.
Yep, you've got
which
attack submarines.
It'll at least chip away at it.
Shall I just send some of my boats down the Suez Canal preemptively? So I'm sending a stack down the African River.
Well, I'd hold the med, to be honest with you. But
to be fair, I've sent a couple of frigates to sit in the crook of Algeria, in case they're flying over any troops.
I saw that. That was genius. So are you declaring war, or have you declared war against Brazil and Argentina yet?
I've declared peace against Brazil. I haven't declared. I've still got right of way with Argentina. He's online, so it might be a bit bait if I was to switch to peace right now.
Yeah.
I will do later tonight. Well, I'll have to. Otherwise, they're going to see what's coming.
Yep. Okay, well, that's it. Live and direct. The World War's begun. And let's see how we get on against 2 players throwing nuclear missiles at us. And that's it. We're at war with everyone. Wish us luck.
Apart from Madagascar, we're cool. So.
Yeah, we're cool with Mad. Well, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Me?
Over and out.